Without further ado, let's check it out.
New tonight, 2 people have been arrested after 2 suspicious devices were thrown near Gracie Mansion. That's the official residence of New York City Mayor Mamdani. Now, according to NYPD, this happened at an anti-Islam protest that drew a couple dozen people near the mansion. It led to a much larger counter-protest of more than 100 people. And you can see one of the devices here, it actually smoked before it was extinguished. It was thrown towards a group of protesters, and another was dropped off near a line of police. With that moment caught on camera, take a look. If this seems chaotic, it's because it was. But the 2 men you see on your screen were the pair arrested. And this was the moment police say one of the devices was handed off, then lit. Here's another angle of the suspect running with the device towards police. You can see it smoking there. After he jumped a barricade, he was taken into custody. He's now being identified as an 18-year-old by the name of Amir Balat. The bomb squad is now examining these devices closely.
The devices, which were a bit smaller than a football, appear to be a jar wrapped in black tape, importantly, with nuts, bolts, and screws, along with a hobby fuse that could be lit. At this time, we do not yet know whether the devices were functional improvised explosive devices or hoax devices.
Well, officers searched that area. No other devices were found. It is not known if Mayor Mamdani was at the residence as this unfolded.
Thank you for watching.
And the crazy part is, for context, Mayor Mamdani, because what happened when there was about 20 anti-Muslim people out there, they're all Christians. And I guess what happened was the people that were against them, there was like 150, 120 of them came out there, started fighting with them, the Muslims. And, then that happened. So Mamdani's response to that was absolutely despicable, man. He basically said the one guy that did the anti-Muslim thing was a racist, but the other guy, he didn't say he was fine, but he didn't say anything about him. So I'm like, why don't you bring the same energy? But anyways, nothing happened, thank God. But I think, me personally, that's just the start. We saw what happened last week when the guy in Texas, Austin, Texas, did what he did. I'm not going to go as far as say the sleeper cells. I think that's going to happen, but there's just not all Muslims, but a lot of them, some of them will do these kind of things. And I think this is just the start. And I hate to say this, but I think some people are going to be killed. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I agree. I think that, I agree. I mean, I don't want to go as far as saying the sleeper cells, but we talked about this last week. Actually, we said that this was going to happen and start happening, and look what happened. You got a couple stories that popped up. I don't think this is going to stop. I definitely don't think it's the end of it, especially since this whole war is going on, obviously. Obviously happy nobody got hurt. I did hear, I think I saw Nick Sorter say this on X, that they were able to deconstruct. So I don't know if this is true or not, but he carries some good weight. That they were able to find something that was within that device that was supposedly tied back to ISIS and Al Qaeda roots and the way that they've constructed it. Now, I'm just going off of what I've read. I don't know. I have credible advice on that, but I mean, I just don't put anything past these the terrorists. That's it.
Yeah, I don't understand where they're trying to go with it. Like, why are they protesting Mamdani? He's, not to say, I mean, he's a Muslim also, so I don't understand why that even makes sense. But, obviously I don't want anyone to get hurt, and I don't want any of that, violence. But it just looks like a bunch of kids being dumb, in my opinion.
Yeah, and according to Sin, it was, he said, damn, how did SBF get out? Sam Bankman-Fried. He did look like him.
Yeah.
He did look like him.